What's this pose? It's known as Midnight at 7-Eleven up here in Jersey. No, that's actually cactus pose, but I just wanted to have some fun. Through the course of reacting to the country music songs on the channel, I, of course, just come up with random thoughts that pop into my mind. Nothing is scripted when I do my reactions. And so a few times I've mentioned, like, some things from my yoga teaching practice and just my own personal yoga practice. And a few of you guys have commented how, like, oh my gosh, I want to try yoga, or I've got to get back into shape, or what have you. So now with this coronavirus thing, keeping so many folks on lockdown, I know up here in Jersey, the gyms are closed by state order. Hair salons, restaurants like in New York City, as well as many in Jersey, are closed. As we know, like, things are just out of whack. So I figured maybe this is a good time to post a couple of my yoga videos on the channel here. I don't even know what a country-themed yoga class would look like, but believe me, I've given thought to it just to have some fun with it. What kind of music would I use? I mean, that's a serious challenge. So, I don't know if I'd have my boots and stuff, I don't know, scattered around. I don't know. Maybe that would be too on the nose, too pithy. I don't know. Anyway, so in honor of you folks who have said in the comments that you want to get into yoga, or you used to do it and want to get back into it, maybe this is a good time to post this. Nonetheless, there are two classes that I'm posting for you guys. One's a 20-minute beginner class, which might be challenging for some, and then there's about a 15-minute more advanced class, and so that's it. All right, so I hope you don't experience this. Midnight at 7-Eleven, cactus pose, for those of you in Arizona, I guess. That's it. All right, guys, enjoy it. I'll see you on another country music reaction video, because that happens every single day. Have a great day. Namaste, everybody. Welcome to this, you could call it a beginner class, but it's just the next step. I've had a number of folks ask me, Don, can you do a beginner class? And some of the been women who had children a couple years ago and were never able to get back in shape just because they have children, or people who maybe have 20 minutes before the kids wake up in the morning to go to school, or before work, what have you. But about, a 20-minute slot of time seems to be the number. A number of folks have asked me. So I've modified my advanced workout, the one that I do for myself, every other day, and in between I do other things. But all of that said, if you're just getting back into it, let's say, or getting into it for the first time, honor your body. Don't feel like you've got to be a hero to go too far into any stretch or posture, and then modify it. If you need to scale it back because it's too challenging, scale it back. If you feel like you'd like to do more as you start to get in better shape, or you're already in better shape, then by all means, do more. Modify it as you choose. So we're just going to get into this, and this is going to be more oriented toward the physical aspect of getting, back in shape, as opposed to some of the more yogic things that we might do with patience and silence and this kind of thing. But this is going to be, you might say, more active. So here we go. And let's just get into a comfortable seated position. So that's our hands on our knees. Some people like the classic yogic position, but hands on knees is fine. Sitting upright. And if your feet if you're, not so flexible through there, or what have you, and they only go up to here, just go up to here. Just do what you can do, and you will make progress. So here we go. Deep breath. And lower your chin to your chest. And slowly just go straight back with it, and you'll feel the stretch in your throat. And lower forward. And back. and forward. And now we're going to take our left ear over our left shoulder, and we're going to rotate counterclockwise just to the back, and then rotate the other way. Slowly, right ear over the right shoulder, back halfway. Feel the stretch in your throat here. And one more time the other way. The tendency is to try to move quickly, but you're really just trying to move slowly. Now let's go the other way. Clockwise, final time with these. And lower your chin to your chest. And now place your left hand to the left side of your body, and we're doing seated side stretches. So bring your right arm up, and it's like there's a glass wall surrounding your mat, so you're not leaning forward yet. And rotate your wrist, feel the stretch in your wrist here, open your fingers out, get the stretch in the webbing or whatever it is between the fingers. And we're going to do the other side now. So place your right hand next to the right side of your body. Your sit bones stay on the mat here. The idea isn't to lean up. The idea is to keep your sit bones on the mat. Bringing your left arm up. Stretch your wrist. Open your fingers. And now come back to the other side. And we have one variation here. Now we're going to twist to look up just a little bit. And now, keeping our sit bones on the mat, we're just rotating forward so our chest is facing more toward the ground. And you'll feel this in the upper side of your rib cage typically. And release, and we're going to come to the other side. Looking up. Deep breath, and on the exhalation, come forward. You're really just turning your upper body downward. And release. Now we're going to do a seated spinal twist. So take your right hand on the outside of your left knee, and your left hand comes as close to your tailbone as you can get it. We call it kickstanding the arm behind. And we're going to do the twist involves looking to your left, but not too aggressively. You're not really warmed up yet. And now just move your head to the right without moving any other part of your body. Good. Now let's come to the other side. Left hand on the outside of your right knee. Right hand comes close to your spine. And you're gradually turning to look over your right shoulder. Not too much tension in your neck, though, because you're not warmed up yet. And now, just turning your head to look over your left shoulder. And release. Beautiful. Okay, let's come onto our backs. And we're going to bring our knees into our chest. And we're going to look right and look left. And if you can, grab your feet, and what I do here, and want you to try as best you can, is to just try moving your knees out a little bit, just a little bit, and feel a little bit of, I always feel popping throughout the groin and the hips, and sometimes the knees, some gradual popping, which is just my way of stretching. Good, now bring the knees back into the chest, rotate a little bit, knees out, back together. Now take your legs back up, and we're going to bicycle. So we're stretch, stretch, flex, flex, stretch, stretch, flex, flex, stretch, stretch, flex. And we're going wider and wider with our legs on this one, so you're working your abs again. And bring them in. And knees to chest, look right, look left. Good, and now we're going to take our legs straight up. Okay, and if you get your hands over your head like this, that's great. And your feet are together. And you're going to flex your feet coming down with your heels together and then stretch them coming back up. Okay, so that's one. We're going to do 5 more this way. So it's flex, stretch, flex down, stretch. And this is 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to go hip width apart, and we're going to come down with a flex foot, bring our legs together, and up with a stretched foot. So it's open mat width or hip width apart, flex down, together, stretch up. So we have 4 more of these. 2, 1, and there, we're done with that. And now we're going to do 6 of these. And that's it for this sequence. But we're keeping our feet together, flex them down, open hip width apart, stretch our feet, and up. Those of you who do Pilates might recognize this. 3, and just do your best. If you can only do 2 or 1, then just do that. You'll get stronger. And there we go. That's it. Open out, 1, and we're going to pulse. 1, flex your feet, 4, 5, and bring your knees in. Beautiful. Now we're taking our legs straight up, and we're going to do this. Now this is a balancing stretch coordination exercise. Just watch what I'm going to do. We're going to roll up onto our feet and onto the toes, sort of like onto the balls of our feet. So it goes like this. Straight up and here. And you're bringing your palms together here. And then once you get there, however you get there, even if you fall, and collect yourself. And we're going to come into, slowly coming into a forward bend, but not a full forward bend, because we're not really that flexed out yet. Moving slowly. And now what we're doing is we're coming down, and we're opening our elbows out and opening our legs. So it's kind of like a frog. See, I'll do one forward for you here. This is the movement. When you come down, you rotate out like that, and then we're bringing them in together, and we're upright. Okay, so I'm going to do it sideways, though. So let's come into a forward bend, standing forward bend. Fingertips on the mat if you could get them there. Down, open, close, up, and your hands about a foot away from your feet here. And you're not lowering your head yet. That comes on the next one. Down, open, close, up slowly. Now lower your head. Deep breath. And now we're stepping into downward facing dog. Just do an alternate calf stretch here. We call walking the dog. Moving slowly through your feet, though. The tendency for many beginner yogis and even people who have practiced for a while, especially those with busy lives, is to move the feet quickly here. You just want to feel what's going on inside your calf and your Achilles and whatever else you might feel. Beautiful. Now we're going to come forward in a plank, and we're going to do 5 push-ups. So here we go. We're in plank, right? Straight body. And we do 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into downward facing dog. And walk the dog again. And if you need to take a break, you could just come down onto your knees. You could come in a child's pose. Or you could do whatever feels good to take that break and rejoin as you feel fit. Beautiful. Now let's come forward in a plank again. And we're going to do 5 more push-ups. If you can only do 1, just do 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. And back to downward facing dog. And now step your feet forward, and we're coming back down into a comfortable seated position. but not completely comfortable. If you can, we're going to do some sit-ups here. Not a lot, but you may feel it. What we're doing, bent leg, I do bent leg, that's a little more advanced. Or you can do straight leg. And what we're doing is we're taking our fingertips together, no tension in our hands, and we're going to do 6. So we're going to do 6 sit-ups. All the tension is in the abs. We don't want it in our hands, and we don't want to be throwing our hands forward. So it's just like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we're going to do 12, but it's broken up in a 6 this way and 6 that way, where we're coming across our body with our left arm, left fingertips come into our right palm. So it's coming across and down. This gives us a little bit of a side challenge. 2, right side 3, left side 4, 5, 6, halfway there on this part. 8. And your abs will recover quickly in life. The good news is just as you can lose the strength, I think we have 2 more, just as you can lose the strength, and that's good. Now bring your feet in, and we're going to do another spinal twist here. So we take our right hand on the outside of our left knee, kickstand our left hand, and we look over our left shoulder. And as your body starts to generate heat, you get a little more flexible, and you can go a little bit deeper into the stretches. Now let's do the other side. Deep breath. And now we're bringing our hands in front of us, and we're going to step back into plank, and we're going to do 5 more push-ups. So, like so. Or you could just go slowly back into it. Now we do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into downward facing dog. And walk the dog. And now we're taking the tops of our right foot. So it's the top of my right foot. Your right foot is on the mat. And we're just rotating it out toward the right edge of your mat a little bit. And you're stretching the top of your foot here. Now bring the arch of like the bottom of your right foot on the top of your left foot while touching your toe to the mat still. Now rotate it back out. And you're giving your poor feet a nice top stretch. Now stretch back. You can take your left foot off. You're in 3-legged dog here, basically, without lifting your leg high. And you're stretching your right calf. And release. And now take the top of your left foot on the mat. Rotate toward the left edge of the mat and bring it across. And left side again. Just getting used to stretching that side of your foot out, the top part. And now stretching back into your left calf a little bit more deeply. Beautiful. Now we're coming onto our right side. And if you can, now you're on your right side, so your hips are what we call stacked. Okay? And your legs are off at a slight angle toward the front corner of your mat. And what we're going to do here, if you need to come down like this and put the side of your head on your bicep or shoulder, that's fine. I like to keep it up like this. It's a little more challenging, but just my body type, it just is more comfortable. And we're going to do 6 single leg lifts. And we're doing a stretch foot up and a flexed foot down. Okay, so that's one. And you're not moving the upper part of your body. 3. As soon as the upper part of your body starts to move, you've gone too far. So this is stretch and strengthening. Good, that was 6. Now we're going to do 3 pulses forward with a flexed foot. So it's pulse, and as we come back, we stretch the foot back, pulse. No movement in the upper body. This is all strengthening and stretching, basically from the abdomen down. And now we're coming into 6 grapefruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what that means is the outer edge of your toes, you're stretched out, are imagining to be tracing a grapefruit. Now we're going to do it the other way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. Now we're going to do 6 side double leg lifts. Okay, just do your best. These are challenging at first. My more advanced class, I do 24 of these. And once you get up to that point, you can pretty much just keep doing them because that's just how the midsection works. But what we're doing is stretch up with your heels together and flex down. So your legs feel like a butterfly because your heels are always connected in this exercise. So you may need to balance yourself so you don't fall forward. And so you stretch up, flex down. That's 2, 3, and you're trying not to move your upper part of your body. I think that's 4, 5, 6. We might have done 1 extra. Now we come to the other side. Whatever we do on one side, we do on the other. And you'll notice the strength accumulating coming out of the hips. Like sometimes we get that muffin top thingy. You'll start to notice, especially if your diet modifies a little bit to coordinate with your class, that you'll start to get like tone. And that feels really good, but you'll get stronger and you'll feel better gradually. And that's important, as we know. Okay, so here we go. This side, okay, stretch up, flex down. Stretch up, flex down, not moving the upper body. Stretch up. Now we have 4, 5, and 6. Now, brace yourself, and we're going to do 3 flex, pulse, stretch, pulse, not moving the upper body. This forces you to focus, which is a good thing. Now we do the grapefruit, stretch foot, 3, 5, 6. Now the other way. And there's tension throughout your whole leg. And that's it. And now we're doing the 6 side double leg lifts. Here we go. 1, 2. Remember your heels are together. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. We're almost there. You can almost wake the kids up or go to work. Okay, now we're going to take our forehead and place it on the mat. Our elbows, though, are underneath our shoulders, pretty much directly under them. And we're going to take 2 deep breaths from here. And release. Now we're coming up like in a baby cobra. And we're going to bring our hands directly under our rib cage, kind of like on our rib cage. And we're going to push up in an up dog. And we're literally pushing up because we're going to do push-ups. The tops of your feet are on the mat. So what we're doing is we're pushing up. If you need to stay on your knees, that's fine. I'm going to go up in the up dog, though, which is knees off the mat. And then I'm coming into plank with the tops of my feet on the mat. And I'm going to do 5 push-ups here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we rotate our feet so they're like normal push-up position. And we're going to do 5 more push-ups from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into downward facing dog. Catch your breath here. In yoga, downward facing dog.
otherwise known as down dog, is a resting pose. And come forward. And now we're just going to wind down for a moment. Place your hands, comfortable seated position, hands on your knees. You're still seated upright. You're not caving anything in. Okay? Breathe. And now we're going to do one final side stretch. So place your left hand out to your left side. Coming up. Look up. Rotate your wrist, open your fingers. And come to the other side. And back. Palms to heart center. Now bring your hands down, out. If you can only come to here, that's fine. I'm going to lower my elbows to the floor. Some of you are very flexible, as we know. And I'm going to lower my forehead to the floor. And I'm coming back up. Palms out to the side. Arms up. Palms together. Down to heart center. Deep inhalation. And I honor you with Namaste, the traditional yogic wishing, which is that I honor the light in you that's also in me. And just, I honor you truly. Thank you for this. And keep with it, and you'll see it comes quickly. Don't be discouraged. Be encouraged that you're trying. I'll see you on another video. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Namaste.